Hey guys, now we are live on YouTube. Hello YouTube, good morning. I'm Marcos and I will be the host in this Talk and Talk immersion today. And I'm here with Claudio and Ricardo. And today we are going to talk about some comparisons and some structures that we can use. So before we start, let me make a quick introduction on Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a platform where we can practice English, Spanish, Italian, French, German, and Mandarin. And our focus here is on the speaking, is on the speak part of the communication. So that is the way we believe someone can get fluency in any of these languages in less than 12 months. Talk and Talk is not a school. Talk and Talk, as I told you before, is a platform. So I am not a teacher. In fact, I am a student, as well as are Claudio and Ricardo. So I'm not here to teach none of you nothing. I'm here to learn through the practice as you. And I totally believe that we will get this at the end. So once I have introduced Talk and Talk, let me introduce myself. I'm 48 years old. I'm married. I'm a father of two teenage daughters. I live in São Paulo. I was born and raised here. I lived for some years in Brasilia, but we are back at São Paulo from 10 or more years by now. I work in the technology field. Actually, I'm a project manager working remotely from Brazil to a company abroad. Talk and Talk has helped me to get the confidence in my fluency in my ability to speak in English. I'm here in Talk and Talk since August 2024, so it's coming to 8 or 9 months now, and I've been hosting immersions since December. Actually, I'm hosting 2 immersions in the mornings, on this one on Wednesday and another one on Thursday, same time, 9 a.m. So that is just a little bit about me. Claudio, please introduce yourself before we start.
Okay, good morning, guys. I'm Claudio. I live in São Paulo too. I work with IT, with networking, and I'm married. I have three sons, and uh, I started in Talk, I think, in these years with a program of fluency, and that's it about me. I have 28. I am 28 years old. That's it.
Great. Thank you, Claudio. And you, Ricardo, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, first city for Brazil. I'm married. I have a daughter. I work in a IT company, and yeah, I'm I'm here again to try to learn English, just a little more.
It's probably all of us have been studying English for a long time because if you work with IT, it's impossible that you have no contact with the English language. But one thing that I learned is have some vocabulary, have the capability to listen or to read is totally different to have fluency and have the confidence to express yourself when you need to talk. And this is what I found in Talk and Talk that is totally different from any other school or strategy that I have tried before. Okay, guys, let's start. I shared the questions on the Zoom chat. So the first question, the theme today is letting me explain better. So we have here some questions about people or places, situations, and we uh, need to give some explanation. So feel free to increment and to ask whys and whos and wheres that you feel it will be important to get the fluency to our conversation. So the first question is, and I will ask you, Ricardo, who is someone who inspires you and why this person inspires you?
Uh, I don't know. I could mention a lot of in different fields. Uh, I could mention Einstein because he's a real genius. Einstein uh, invented or created some theories in that time, but just it's possible to prove 100 years later. Uh, but uh, I could mention in different perspective Jesus because I don't know, just a small situation. I believe that you receive a slap on your face and they showed another side. I don't know. I can't understand how a person is have this courage or capacity. So that's it, guys.
Great, great examples. And the example of this lab is hard to follow. It's because it gives it what it needs from us is to everyone leave your ego outside and have empathy with the other. You are not slapping me because I'm wrong. You are slapping me because probably you are feeling some pain, and I'm here. I'm offering you the other face, so it will help you to find what is hurting you, and this will be helpful for you to find the cure. But it's a hard lesson. It's a hard lesson to follow. Thank you, Ricardo, for your answer. And for you, Claudio, who is someone who inspires you?
Uh, I think my mom and my father inspires me because uh, his work is so much to create me and my sisters. I think when you is mother or father, you have a mission to create a new kid, create a new person in the world, educated. It's not easy, but for me, I think my mom and my father and God. I think if you have a religion, it's important to have something to base base your life. Uh, Believing in something is important too. Jesus, similar to Ricardo say, I think inspires me uh, because he gave your life for us, and we need to. How can I say? Um, I don't know the words, but he gave you your life for us, and we need something to congratulation this. I don't know if you correct, but I think you understand.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. better. It's the best example we could have. For me, I totally agree with Ricardo when he told about Einstein and his discoveries from the past century. We know all the technology we have now to fasten the learning, to keep easy to prove your point of view. And if you can go back from the past centuries, we will find tons of examples of guys like this that were centuries, decades ahead from their time, that found answers that the words, the world and the society was not ready to believe they were true. So those are the guys who inspires me. Yesterday, I was listening to, so it was not a podcast episode, it was probably a compile of some speeches from Simon Sinek. And I will look for the YouTube link and share in the chat after during our immersion. And on this speech from Simon, he was talking about 5 lessons for leadership. And one of the lessons was truly interesting and truly inspiring for me. He gave an example. Coming from the end, the lesson is that sometimes we are the problem. We, the leadership, are the problem. And the example he gave was from a situation in the 18th century and the 19th century in the Europe, where mothers died 48 or 72 hours after they give the baby birth. And this condition lasted for more than 50 years. And the doctors at the time couldn't find an answer. And then one doctor, one anonymous doctor, I can't remember his name because he is truly an anonymous person. He discovered the situation. The mothers, let me find the word, sorry. Doctors mothers gave birth during the afternoons. And the doctor who assisted that mothers were the same who was investigating what caused the deaths. And the doctors worked on the died mothers during the mornings. So first, the doctors started their days working in dead bodies. And in the afternoon, they assisted mothers giving birth to their babies. And these anonymous doctors, observed that between one phase and other, that doctors don't shave their hands. So what was causing that mother's death was a lack of hygiene. And he told it to the doctors, oh, you need to wash your hands between one activity and another. And the doctors told him, no, you are crazy. We are doctors, we are scientists, we know what we are doing. And for 30 years more, mothers became dying 48 or 72 hours after their birth work because the guys were not there to offer this humility. Oh, let me wash my hand. And there were no technology to help this doctor to prove his point. So that is the reason why I feel myself inspired for someone who like this guy that can take take a close attention to these things, believe in his points, and working on that to prove to the world and to help the community and the world, the humanity to evolve on their points. Okay, guys. Claudio, let's continue with you now. What is a book or movie that changed your perspective?
Um, um, I don't know. Have a movie that the main artist, we have a brother that's a dog, and his dog is completed filthy with her, and I don't know the name of the movie. I forgot, but the main lesson is when you create something relationship with something, you need to, I don't know the words, faithful or fiel with the person. We get the complete um, company or friend for forever. I don't know the name of the movie, but I think the last one is it.
Hey, thank you. And you, Ricardo, what is a book or movie that changed your perspective?
It's so hard to choose just one, but I don't know. Maybe I could mention. Uh, Let me see. I believe that I don't know. Uh, I like sci-fi uh, in the well. Nowadays is so common the people just thinking regarding the future and tell regarding robots and the intelligence, artificial intelligence actually. And oh, this kind of thing is so common. You'll be so common in the future. The robots and the softwares do everything. And yeah, there are another movies that Star Trek or Star Wars and the others. But I believe that this uh, s- kind of situation became so uh, more stuck it in my mind. Two movies. One of them is iRobot, and the another is Minority Report. A robot is normal because the robots do everything, and the artificial intelligence. That's nice, because the artificial intelligence find a kind of sense, where, oh, if you I have to protect the people, but the people kill each other, or do bad things and cause problems with another person. So, in my perspective, the way to solve this problem is don't let the humans do anything. Oh, you could a prisoner, you let the humans sound like a prisoner in our houses. So in this case, I could provide food and other stuff and don't need to uh, cause problems. So in the minority report is a little different, because the part of the technology is coming from a gift. But in my perspective, I changed the the woman for artificial intelligence, because there are some studies where predicted crimes, but in the same time, I think, well, how this kind of technology work in Rio de Janeiro? I don't know. It's maybe the perspective should be the iRobot movement, because the only way is to solve this problem. But yeah, the freedom is so important in our lives. So in this case, uh, I believe it's not possible for a software understand this kind of concept. Well, uh, but is there are a lot of problems. You suffered. Okay, yeah, I suffer, but I prefer living this way. That's weird.
Yeah, totally agree with you. There are some things that I can't see technology
Uh,
dealing
sometimes I
with.
think, sorry, sometimes I think that man is different from woman, clearly. But sometimes, for example, or if men too, you complain regarding some situation. Oh, it's so hard to live in this way. So, but the woman don't want to receive a solution. Just it's just for example, complain. It's releasing our feelings or something different. And how a machine or a software understand the situation. For example, us men uh, don't understand, because I believe that our mind is more, I don't know, proactive, I don't know, or something like that. So it's harder to understand. So maybe someday in the future.
Maybe. Thank you, Ricardo.
Thank
So
you.
for me, a book that changed my perspective was I could mention a lot of, but one that helps me day by day is Atomic Habits
Yeah, yeah,
from James Clear. Uh, that is a easy book that the lesson is truly important for someone to develop uh, consistency through habits. There is no way to. I think one important lesson is there is no way that motivation will motivation alone will turn you into a totally different and successful person. All you need to do is develop a habit, a system of behaviors that lead you to where you want to go. So, or to where you want to be in the future. So, when I first read this book and working on his words, that changed my perspective, and that gave me a totally different way to see how could I deal with my studies and how could I work on achieving my goals. And to see and to mention not exactly a movie, but a TV series that helps me a lot and changed my perspective as a leader. That is a series on Netflix that is called Playbook Rules for Life. I don't know if you had the opportunity to watch it. That is a short series with five episodes, each one with a successful sports coach, two or three, uh, two with coach from basketball, one man from NBA, and woman from WNBA, one coach from tennis, José Mourinho from soccer, and the fifth coach is a female coach from soccer too. And on this series, these coaches gives their perspectives in form of 5 or 6 important lessons they learned and that they during their lives and they work on with their teams. And I really appreciate the way they present that and they give examples on how to perform that lessons with their teams, their crews, and how they can achieve success through that. So if you like this subject, I strongly recommend for you to assist. And I probably had watched that for more than 5 or 6 times because I really appreciate the learnings that are there, and that is a way for me to practice that I get 2 by 1. I reinforce that learning, watching one more time, and I listen in English so I can practice my English listening too. So those are 2 examples that books and movies that changed my perspective, and I truly recommend both of them for you. Let's move on, guys. Ricardo, can you describe a place where you feel at peace and why this place gives you that peace?
Fortunately, there are more than one. I could. Uh, I love being on the beach. Look at the people. Uh, I don't know. Sometimes it's common people happy on a beach. So sometimes I like to just observe the waves, the birds, and the atmosphere, a nice and warm breeze, and the on a mountain too, that kind of uh, environment that's nice too. Or just for example, uh, a meeting with my friends, the family, talk uh, a nice conversation, eat a nice food. That's a kind of place that I'm feel in peace. That's it.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. So sometimes there are more than a place, that there are the people who are there with you.
Yeah.
and and this environment can give you that peace. For me, it's the same. For me, being in the coach with my family, watching a move, laughing a lot. So that means peace for me. Uh, for sure, being with some friends, having a nice conversation, it's amazing too. But I love to be when I feel myself stressed out. Uh, I need to go to the nature. I love to sit and take a look to the nature, to the trees, listen to birds, that listen the sounds of nature, listen to if can be close to a waterfall. It is that sound of water is amazing. That can give me this this peace too. It's a fuel that energize me for the next days. And for you, Claudio.
It's similar. I think when you go outdoor location, it's give you give you a peace. Uh, Parks, beach, some places with my family to listen the sounds of nature, see the animals. I think it's normal uh, to have peace in these places or stay with my family, my friends, make something to eat. I think this is a good options.
Great. Totally agree with you. So, uh, Claudio, tell us about a teacher or a mentor who helped you in a special way, and what happened at that moment. What was the twist
I
plot?
remember we have a teacher in my primary school. This name is Marisa. I don't forget to her because it helped me a lot to understand lecture, to writing, and he she's a very but she's a love person with me. I think when you is teacher, especially with kids, you need love in your profession. And I don't forget her, but I don't forget her because he helped me a lot. And for me, it's special. She
Great. Made totally difference. The way she embraced her profession and the way he could assist you made the totally difference. Thank you. Thank you for example and for sharing this. And you, Ricardo, that was a teacher or mentor special in your life?
Yeah. Uh, I could mention two. One of these is called Roberto. He's a French teacher. Yeah, that's a so wonderful person. Not because of the style, but yeah, sometimes it's uh, some kind of attitude motivate you, push you in for a good place, and it's it's easy to note that Roberto feel pleasure in working as a teacher and teach a student. And sometimes, for example, yeah, I don't like to study uh, or this kind of thing, but there are persons so incredible that make you like to a specific thing. Uh, and I don't know, the the class is not boring. Sometimes he showed a video, play a song, and so it's so nice. And another person is a university teacher from a university, because of the capacity and the kind of is so generous person, and is that kind of uh, the name of this guy is Celso Volpe. It's incredible because uh, he uh, stud he reached the master degree in year in another year reached the doctorate. So I don't know. I can't I can't find a person that got the both titles in 2 years. So in the I don't know. It's this I remember. For example, I offer my phone number for any person call me, but unfortunately, any person call me. Uh, but I remember a classmate call for the the teacher almost midnight, and the teacher uh, answered the phone, help with the information, and appreciate. Oh, that's nice, but if you could call me more times now because I love receive phone calls from the students. Incredible. No? So that's it.
Someone who is there to help others.
Yeah.
He don't see that opportunity as a trouble, as a blocker, as something who will break his peace, but he sees as
Mhm.
an opportunity to perform his life goal, probably. He is not probably is not the student who is thanking him at the end. He is thanking to the student to giving his this opportunity. Nice. Guys, I could share uh, some different personalities here too, but I will share one that probably all of us have met, and that is because something that happened recently. But one mentor who helped me recently was Felipe Soares from Talk and Talk. When I was following him on LinkedIn, uh, because I was really looking for some solution, some miracle who helped me with my confidence in speaking English. I was, it was a goal for me to work abroad. There were a time when I was looking for migrating for immigrate for another country, but and the
Sorry, guys,
English.
I have to go,
Okay, have a nice day.
unfortunately.
Have a
Have a
nice day,
wonderful day
Carmen.
for you.
You too. So I was really looking for this goal, and the English was the barrier. So I book a talk with Felipe, liked his methodology, his approach, and we started. And after 3 months here, I felt my confidence to start again engaging in interviews. And the first ones, of course, I had no success. And in one conversation with Phil, he told me, Marcos, you don't, I was looking, I was believing that I had a better English that I have. I was thinking that I was speaking a C1 English, and he told me, no, you speak a B1. No, it can't be possible. And B1, and he told me, B1 is okay for you. B1 is okay for your goal. No, it can't. I need to go to C1, and you are wrong. So he gave me examples from what is an structure for each level, both in English and in Portuguese. And then I realized that even in Portuguese, I don't speak C1 or C2 all the time. In fact, I use these structures 5 or 10% of the time when I'm communicating myself. So, okay, why I'm looking for, if I am not a C1 speaker, even in my natural language, why am I looking for this in my second or third language? I'm totally wrong. What I need to do is to talk. I will talk wrong, but I will communicate myself. And then I started paying attention in the following interviews, in the structures my interviewers were using. And yes, they were not using C1 or even B2 expressions or constructions or grammar all the time. So that was the twist plot for me. After that advice and that lesson with Philip, I need 3 or 4 more interviews to get my job abroad, to get an offer. So that is the reason why I'm mentioning him. Probably you are here for looking for the same goal as I am. Maybe you are struggling with the same. I don't know where you are in your journey, but I can tell you that is what was the turning point for me. Believing that I don't need to get a high level of fluency in English to work or to have success in an interview and to work abroad. What we just need is to go there and talk and express ourselves. And that is, I'm making a huge turn here, but to show how Philip helped me and to thank him too, and to share with you the way this lesson could help me in my goal, in my journey, that probably could be the same for you.
Yeah. I think it's a dream to work abroad for everyone, especially the condition in Brazil is hard, but I proving my English to try this similar to you, but is a long way for me to uh, create confidence to apply in these jobs or try something. But this is the way is normal. I think you don't say stop it to study. Uh, when you study a little every day, uh, go a day that oh now I am good. I feel more confidence to try something, and that's it. I think talk is important to and Philip too because talk is idea of Philip, but if you not have a how can I say if you not you or me put energy or in create fluency, create we get more confidence. The program or talk is not make this only. We need to put energy, put time to get the fluency to talk about English something. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know if you are still looking for jobs abroad, if you are engaging in interviews, but that is that was another important step uh, because I believe that we only learn something by trying
Yeah,
to perform that. So engaging in some interviews is important. The first one, the second one, the third one will be tough, will be strange. You will feel yourself anxious, but they will be necessary steps to finally find the successful one. And to be honest with you, Claudio, you probably already have uh, enough English to get your opportunities. And I'm not telling you this because oh I'm here the guy uh, to be the one who will perform the optimistic. On Monday, I this week I will complete my first month in this new company. And on Monday, I had my second or third one-on-one session with my direct manager to talk about my onboarding process, my lessons, what I'm doing, what are my next steps. And this one, and on this one-on-one, I was in charge of lead the conversation and show her what I'm doing. And there were two moments in the interview that she needed to rephrase her thoughts or what he was telling me so I could understand. And I see this every day in each meeting that I will be there. Because in all meetings, there are some native speakers, native English speakers from US or uh, from England too, but there are non-native speakers from all around the world.
yeah,
And those guys, I and I observed that the native speakers almost all the time speaks a bit slow because they understood that it's hard
Mhm.
for non-native to get their time. Sometimes even the natives have find trouble to understand each other. I see in the chat on Slack, oh, have you understood what this guy is telling? And I was thinking, oh, but you are native. If you that is native can't understand, can't follow him, why do you think that I am? That I will if I'm not a native speaker. So
Yeah.
uh, that is it, guy.
I
If you
know.
are
I think it is need to try to. I try. I think 3 weeks ago. Uh,
great,
my first interview in English. I recording this. Is no. When I see the your words, your conversation, I know I do not uh, uh, talk this. I need to talk this, but I think for me, recording my interview is a good idea because I see my use. I convert the my video to text and I put in ChatGPT or Gemini to understand my use. And he talked about some things that I need to improve. I start to try resolve this. But that's it. I think it's important to try. The no, if you have the no, you get to get you try to get the yes, but I think it's important to that to say to try make one, two, three. That come to a moment that okay now I am better. Continue to try. It's a good idea for me.
at the end, being better is just being means being
Yeah, yeah,
feeling confident because at the beginning we don't have the enough confidence. And what happened to me in that moments were, oh, I failed. So I almost stepped back from the interview. And when I got confidence, I got confident enough. Okay, I'm just failing. Please give a moment that I will look for the word, find the word, put in the phrase, and keep going with the communication. Claudio, thank you so much. It's 10. We have no more time. If you feel that I can in any way help you, please feel free to reach me. And it was a pleasure for me to have you in this immersion.
okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Marcos, for the interview. Have a good day.
You too.
And